It is launch time for Tech Confidential. I am so excited to have Denise and Kat, the authors of this book, which we at Ideapress published and are so proud of. And this is a insider playbook for daring entrepreneurs. And I want to get to the heart of what makes this book non-obvious, who it was for, and give you a little bit of a taste of the book. So I'm so excited to have the both of you. Denise, maybe you can start us off. Who is this book written for? Like, who did you have in mind when the both of you put this book together?
This book is for anyone in middle management in tech. If you're somewhere in that middle group between being an individual contributor or running the whole dang thing, there's absolutely some tips in here that you're going to be able to use to figure out how to make your life a little bit happier.
Love that. It is super actionable. And Kat, when you thought about collaborating with Denise and putting this book together, obviously you'd
Mhm.
seen lots of other tech books and lots of other tech advice. What was it important for you to include in this book that was different from all of those?
I think there are a lot of specific topic books, but in tech, you don't know what you're going to face day to day. You don't know if you're going to be, on the floor trying to find your resilience or expected to launch a product in 3 weeks. So, what we really wanted to do is cover a lot of the lessons we learned that span a lot of aspects of having a career in tech.
Love that. And you called it a playbook. That was really important to you. I remember when we were working on
Yeah.
it. You're like, we don't just want this to be like a big idea or a memoir. We need this to be a playbook. So, Denise, why was
Mhm.
it so important that it was a playbook?
It's so important that this was a playbook because this is literally the strategies that we learned together and we used to steer companies in the Silicon Valley. If there's a to do or if there's a specific recipe that you want to follow to solve a problem, it's in here.
Awesome. And I agree. I mean, some of the stuff there, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta use that. I wasn't sure if it even was for me because I don't consider myself a person in tech, but I found the lessons here to be super useful, even as somebody outside of tech. And that was great.
Love that.
Kat, yeah, me too. Kat, when you have been talking to people, you're in that beautiful moment now where like the book's done, it's kind of getting into people's hands. You're starting to
Mhm.
hear some feedback about the book. So, what are you hearing from people when they dig into the book, and what are they saying about it?
I think a lot of folks really like how real the stories are. Uh, they're relatable. You read one of the stories and you think about the time you experienced that or something really similar. And then, they think about the reflection. And, maybe if I had thought about it like this, I could have taken more away from the situation. Um, I think a lot of people like the wittiness of it. It was important for Denise and I not to lose our sense of humor. If you don't have a great sense of humor, it's hard to survive tech. So we really wanted to bring that into the book, and I think it really came through.
And you really have had some ups and downs in the world of tech. I know in
Yeah.
your careers, in your work, in your health. I mean, a lot of that comes
Yeah.
out in the book. Denise, what made this so personal for you, and what was it like having a co-author like Kat to work with on it?
I mean, what made this so personal for me is that the very story that you just referenced, we came up with writing this book when I was in the middle of recovering from very severe burnout and on medical leave for a job from tech. And to have Kat and to have the voice that we developed together when we were writing this book, it has become one of my most cherished and just grateful, prized things that I've been able to create, especially getting to work on it with Kat. So yeah, it's very personal, but there's no way that we could have put this together without both of us working together.
Yeah, and Kat, I know one of the things that you really thought about was like how do you get the voices of both of you and both of your experiences into the book? How did you think about the experiences you were bringing to the book versus the experiences Denise was bringing to the book, and like the relationship between those two?
Yeah, I think the more we wrote, the more we realized that our experiences were pretty universal
Mhm.
and could be told from my voice, from your voice, Rohit, from the voice of anybody in tech, and the message would be the same. I think that um realizing that was part of the growth that we found just in writing the book.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it so unique, and what we've been hearing from like some of the early reviews from various sites and places where we've been sharing it, which is that it's
Mhm.
deeply relatable. It has a lot of actionable advice, and it's real personal stories. It's not boring. A lot of times, you get into the the sort of playbook angle, and it's like, all right, here's step one, here's step two, here's step three, and it's a bit dry to read. And this book really isn't. It has the juice of a memoir combined with some of the usefulness of a playbook, and I think that's what makes it really unique. So, final question for both of you, and I want you both to answer this: is what makes Tech Confidential non-obvious?
It's got to be the dumpster phoenix, Rohit. Absolutely.
It has to be the dumpster phoenix.
All right,
So,
and for people who don't know, what is a dumpster phoenix?
you know, Rohit, every now and then you just need a good dumpster fire to clean everything out, but then this kind of magical thing happens.
And that is the perfect
This is what
pitch
you were
for
gonna
Tech
say with
Confidential.
this.
This is a dumpster phoenix of a book. The first one you will ever read. You got to pick this up. It's going to be great.
One more. Give us one more shot.
Oh, no, that was so good. That was like so much personality. We got to go with this. This is it. That was the take.
Done. All
That
right.
was too good. I mean, you can't top that.
We'll tell you what a dumpster phoenix is in book 2.
Yeah, right.
That actually was kind of a dumpster phoenix right there.
Right, here we are.
Kind of like this interview. Total dumpster phoenix.
It's post-traumatic growth. If you don't know, you will soon.
Exactly.
Enjoy tech.
How did I know that this thing that I was going to record with the two of you would go exactly like this? I pretty much
My
predicted
face
that.
hurts.
I think